Episode 56. By all accounts, this should be the last episode we spend on link events. It's kind of bittersweet to know that we won't have many more conversations between these kids. But I guess we're moving on to the more meaty stuff right after this. Well, sort of. The meaty stuff being endings and other secret event things that you get by doing all the link events and whatever might be the replacement for the secret video that used to tease the next games, but obviously can't be that because there's no Fuga 4, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, we only have a few to go through here, so it'll be pretty quick with Sheena, I think. Well, we gotta go through all 10 levels with Jin. Never once talked to Jin, never once paired him with Sheena in the cockpit. I guess they're gonna be pretty quick friends. Starting now. Wherever he is. There you are. Thanks to Flan. I'm looking at their outfits again, just thinking it really would be nice if we could get all of the last Halloween outfit set, which is what the last outfit set is, before we actually finish the game. At least it's sometime in September, which it is right now, but I'm pretty sure I'll wrap up this series of recordings before those costumes come out. The Shape of Vengeance 1. You were in Vermin before all this fighting started too, weren't you, Jin? Yeah, I had something to do for the factory. All the Vermin engineers were suddenly called back, and I went to check on them. I see. I had just come in hopes of attending talks to strengthen friendly bonds. That's pretty ironic. Yes, it was a shame. But it still feels so mysterious. Just 1 year ago, we both held such strong grudges against Vermin. Yeah. I never could have imagined Vermin engineers working at our factory. And when I heard that that you had saved Flam's life, I was quite surprised. Well, a lot happened. I don't want to talk about it. Bye. Heh. Perhaps next time you'd like to talk about it. Maybe. Better watch out, Jin, because next time is going to come sooner than you think. As soon as I fill out 3 more bars here. Peaceful world. The thing about the math here is that if you get the correct answer for the chance, it's a little bit more than just filling out the last 50%. Because each AP you use, I think gives you 25, and then the last one is like not 50, but 60 or 70 or something. Not that it has to be exact every time, but it's just interesting. Believe they wouldn't. It does just make the math a little bit harder though. You can't just directly equate AP into how much link affinity you get. Scrap from the guys we beat. An engineer. And here's our next link event. Are you ready, Jin? Ready to talk about it? Hello, Jin. I'd like to ask you a bit about Flam. What for? It's not like it's an interesting story or anything. It was just that when I tried to put myself in your shoes, I thought it was very strange. Because Flam was the one who killed your father, and... Yeah, she did. I almost lost my father to the Burman army, and my mother to those horrible experiments. Even now I cannot forgive Blueworth for what he did. How is it that you were able to forgive Flam? Were you not conflicted? Conflicted? Can't say I didn't have any dark feelings in me back then. So then, you too. Yeah. Could you give me some time? I want to think about it and give you a proper answer. I understand, Jin. Thank you for considering it. That's kind of a messy thing. I guess he didn't really think it out completely logically. Just seemed like the right thing to do or something. It's not like he's under the Hippocratic Oath to make sure even people on the opposite side are treated well when they're wounded. Believe they wouldn't. Must have been like a more personal reason for him. Glad you're safe. But if it was all personal then, in the first place he would have just wanted to get rid of Flam, right? I'm sure he's talked about this with a bunch of the other guys like over and over again, but I think it's still like a complicated feeling that isn't easily defined. Here. So, over to chapter 11 and we'll get our laundry over here. What can I even spend this VP on? Kind of a wasted time to check here, but what am I farming all of this for? It's not like I'm trying to farm it, but still. If I can somehow exchange this VP for something that sells for a lot, maybe I can sell to buy that golden paw bun, which I don't need but still want. There pretty much isn't anything that I can buy here that's of value to me. Laundry time with Jin. Well, actually, who's the lowest level of the people remaining? I guess it's Sheena and Brits, but Brits is already max level with Sheena. So yeah, Sheena and Jin. Where is he? There he is. Peaceful world. Alright, what's the answer that Jin arrived at? How did he get over his revenge? In clear, uncertain terms, or clear and certain terms. Sheena, you want to hear the rest of what I was going to say about Flam? Of course I do. After Flam lost to us, she looked at us and she had this anger in her eyes. That's when I realized that she was the same as me. Only thinking of revenge like I was before we met. The difference is that I met you guys. I had friends to support me through all of those insane fights. Yes. And I just wanted to do something for her, just like you guys did for me. That's it. Thank you for sharing that with me. I can tell how much you trust in others. Yeah. I guess this is pretty much what I was saying, how it's the same thing that he has been saying to the other guys about his relationship with Flam and how he got over revenge and all that. In other words, it's not new information in this conversation, but I guess the cleanest way that he's saying it here is that he saw himself in her, which is of course the whole narrative thing that they've been doing this entire time, that Flam and Jin were these parallels about this endless cycle of revenge and all that. Anyway, moving on. I don't know about that, but you know, I still don't understand that Blue Wars guy. Feels like he's got something even darker than that in him. That guy, I can't just forgive. Yes, there is much that I have learned in this battle, and much that I have to decide as well. It would make me very happy if I could come and ask your opinion on things from time to time. Sure, and I'll be more than happy to come up with ideas together. Yeah, Blutwurst and Flam, not exactly the same situation. Not really like an ounce of remorse in Blutwurst. And even so, I think he's... well, he doesn't really have any reasons like Flam did for revenge. I think Blutwurst was just focused on himself and the whole inferiority thing. Next on the list... guess that would be Wappa, right? Yeah. And we just need the last event here. Looking for something. I think we'll have enough AP to get this, actually. Maybe I can waste some AP on just the circle answer? Yeah. Oh no, we did that before. And here I was thinking I was getting a funny response. I already had the same thought when we answered her before. I recognize this. Surprisingly, that was the 2 hearts. I thought that would be the 1 heart for sure. Everyone's leader. I wonder what the Halloween outfits are gonna be. Just saying it out loud, it feels like... feels like we might have had Halloween outfits before, like in a previous game. But I guess not. I guess what we had were costumes based on like adventure and knights and that sort of stuff. Which is sometimes Halloween outfit motif or whatever. But obviously the Halloween outfits are going to be more varied, probably more spooky leaning. Hey Sheena, did you get your daily dose of luck yet? Lucky Girl 3 continues, I guess. Why, perhaps I have. Just talking with you makes me feel so happy after all. This conversation, Lucky Girl. I don't exactly remember what they were talking about, but if I had to guess, I guess the first 2 conversations were about how lucky Sheena is, well not Sheena, how lucky Wappa is, to have survived so long in Berman on her own, and I guess it just led to Sheena wanting to get luck, leech it off of Wappa somehow. Maybe. We don't have to go back and reread the conversation. I'm just gonna assume that's what the conversation was about. Man, maybe this isn't such a good thing. It's like I'm leaking or something, I see. Perhaps you really are? Like good luck is flowing out of you to your surroundings. Huh? Wait, can you see that? Like, you see no-no? That's interesting. Is luck actually like quantifiable as no-no? I was just kidding. I just wanted to say that it's very fun being around you. Oh, was that it? Well, whenever I'm around you, it feels like everything gets super calm. We might be very different people, but perhaps that is a good thing. Well, yeah, because we never get bored of each other. I'm never bored with you either. Perhaps I'm the lucky one for having met you. There was another conversation with Wappa about her luck. Like the goddess of luck or something. Don't remember who that was with, but it feels like there's maybe some overlap with that conversation and this one with Sheena. But it doesn't matter. They're all different conversations in the end. And that was the last one for Sheena. Now on Jin. Seems like there's only 1 bar we have to fill. And that's it. I thought we might actually have to like talk to Wappa for the last event. Guess we already had that. Then yeah, just over to Brits. Where is Brits? Observation room. Spying on people, because he's a spy. That's what he's dressed as.
Yeah.
And their conversation was those who connect our countries to. You came to Berman to see what had happened to the Berman engineers, right? Yeah, and what a pain that turned out to be. I believe that the Berman engineers were forced to return because of orders from the Imperial Army. I don't think they should be blamed. Huh? Yeah, I know that. I meant that the Kaiser was a pain. Thank goodness. I knew that you would understand. Their families were taken hostage or something, right? I figured it out as soon as I arrived. It's likely... I know full well that's how they do things from a year ago. Sorry, I must have brought back some bad memories. Oh right, because that's exactly what happened with Brits here. They took his family hostage and made him play the part of traitor to us. It's fine. I'm glad, if anything, that we're able to understand each other like this, despite how we met. Alright, cut it out. You're making it weird now. Right. Okay, but make it even weirder in Conversation Part 3. Which we'll get in the next intermission, I guess. Talk things out. Alright. And before we continue, our episode required sent over into the transmission loop over here. We probably won't round up all of the transmission waypoints in this episode, not all of those conversations. We'll just dig into them a little bit and figure out how to slot them in later. The next episode might actually even be the finale if I don't have anything else to do other than wrap up all of the ending things. If I get 3 conversations per loop, how many more loops do I have to do to wrap up all of the conversations? I think there's at least 5 or more characters that I had new events with, which seem like new events, but I guess all of those conversations with Vanilla weren't new events. But I still have to go through all of them, even if they're not new, just to make sure. Maybe like 5 more loops? That's kind of an absurd amount, but I can probably slot them in somewhere during the finale. Wouldn't be a very exciting finale, but I guess the finale for me is more of just a roundup rather than an exciting big event or whatever. Sure, there are exciting things that happen in it, but I'll mainly just use it to record an extra long episode that rounds up everything that I want in the game. And we'll get to all that exciting stuff eventually. Maybe just like I'm doing now, I can intersperse these transmission loops in between all of the exciting things. Or maybe I just want to have a big dessert, like round up all of my favorite things right at the very end of the finale, all at once. I would just hate to miss out on any of these fun conversations with the support characters. They're basically like Link events, aren't they? Even though they probably don't contribute to 100% or whatever. I still consider them very important. For me, personally. I've been thinking about Solitaire Robo again. The more I play this game, obviously the more I want to play Solitaire Robo and the rest of those games. But I realize I don't actually know how many Solitaire Robo games there are. There's obviously the first one, and then there's some kind of sequel which is in the similar vein as the first one, I think. But then it gets kind of weird because I think there's a lot more side stuff. I know one of the latest Solitaire Robo games was just actually a sort of side game which used some sort of chibi art style or something, which wasn't really like the same style as the rest of the games. If I do play the Solitaire Robo games, I'm not sure I'd play that one, but I'd have to do the research. And actually there's no more vanilla conversation, so might be less loops that I have to worry about than I thought. We were just doing Jin, so let's talk to Flam. Although Jin's part of this conversation, so let's do that. I heard you had something you wanted to talk about with me. I'm sorry, it wasn't anything urgent. I don't mind. What is it? I just wanted to ask what you wanted to do in Berman after we beat the Kaiser. You were quick to the point. I'm also curious. What are your thoughts on it? Me and the guys at the factory are gonna have to rethink our relationship with Berman. I know that you want to help the Falineko that are being oppressed by getting rid of the Kaiser. That means that you want to make Berman into a country like Gasco, where Falineko and Kanino can live together, right? Of course. That was always our goal, albeit a distant one. Is it going to be that difficult, even after getting rid of the Kaiser? Once prejudice and those sorts of feelings take root, they're difficult to remove. Not everyone will share the ideals you have, or will share the ideals you have, no matter what they may be. But nothing will change if we don't get rid of the problem. It all starts with getting rid of the Kaiser. That's exactly it. Whether Berman changes or not will come after that. Can we believe in that change? The only thing I can do right now is to ask you to do so. If someone new shows up trying to be the Kaiser again, we'll be back to stop him. I'll keep your words in mind. We definitely had that one before. I realized it about halfway through, but I didn't want to just stop. It's probably going to be like that for a lot of these conversations. I'm just concerned that I might miss something. So we're just going to be extra thorough, even if it's things we've seen before. Oh, we're done with Nier. Okay, so we did actually get all of Nier's in the original playthrough. While continuing along the train of thought that we're doing Jin-themed things, we'll talk to Flam. I think this is new. That's what I said about all of these, so we'll see. Lieutenant Colonel Flam, I had a few questions that I... Don't call me that. That title means nothing now. Oh, actually I wanted to ask you about that as well. What did you plan to do from now on? Did you want to return to Berman? Strange of you to ask that, considering that you're from Berman too. Berman might be my home country, but I have friends in Gasco. I don't want to leave them. I see. I'm different. I don't have a reason to return to Berman. I don't have a reason for... anything. I'm not sure about that. You don't seem very much like you're without reason. I have nothing more to say about Berman. I'm hanging up. Let me say one last thing. I hope that you'll remember that we hope you stay with us. You're a strange person. Okay, I think that was new. It might not have been, but I feel like it was new. That sounds like the last conversation to have with Flam. Felt very final-ish. Yeah, just defend. It's faster that way. Leave it all to Wappa. Change formation. Leave it all to Wappa. And the next round we can leave it all to hacks, I guess. Yeah, our system just about reaches 100%, or actually reaches exactly 100%, or I guess you would call that 200%. Right as we reach this point, which is where we used hacks in the first place, but unfortunately hacks isn't ready, so we'll just use this guy, I guess. He also does a lot of damage, as evidenced. Defend, and leave it to Wappa. Malt can do the rest. And our last transmission for this loop. There might not actually be that many more conversations. We might only need like one more loop. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm actually glad about that. So, I guess we were talking as Sheena at the start of this episode, so this one. And this one might have been another one we've seen before. I don't remember all of the conversations with the legendary warrior. I come to thou, desiring to speak. What's wrong? Oh, I pressed auto. I wonder if it's about Boron. Oh, it's always about Boron. Correct. He is the cause of my concerns. Within him I sense a great power. I seek counsel on which to draw out that which lays dormant within him. A hidden power. I understand if Sheena could do something with her spells, but I can't do anything like that, you know? Okay, wait. This is very familiar. We definitely had this. We might have completed all of the Legendary Warriors transmission events back in the main story too. Let's just continue though. So thou art still unaware. Do you not have words that would help to awaken his strengths? I feel that Boron has always had the strengths he needed when he needed it. Yeah, and I don't really understand why you'd want my advice on this. Long ago, before I was renowned as a legendary warrior, I had a friend who fought by my side. My lack of strength cost him his life. Had I the power, it would never have come to that. I do not wish for Boron to face that same cruel fate. I see. I don't have any words or anything that'll help Boron, but I know what I have to do. Yes, I as well. And that is? We'll survive this fight, and Boron will never have to go through what you did. I won't let Boron die either. We'll do our best. Then I shall lend my strengths. Strive to match me. Of course. We'll be counting on you. Okay. And back to the Akasha panel. No, wait. Laundry. Previous chapter. What even is the orbital station for, this huge ring around the planet? I assume it's for transport. That's the only thing I can think of, I guess. We were talking to Brits over here, I guess. Like, there's the elevator, right? Yeah. The elevator connects down to the bottom of the planet. Oh, right, laundry. But then what's the rest of the ring for? Other than the elevator? I guess once you go up the elevator, it acts as a sort of... what's the word? Like those movers at the airport that transport people around horizontally. It acts as that to get around the planet faster. Where was he? Scrap fishing. Everyone to cooperate. And our precious friend, yeah. And we're just about at level 10 right here. Evolved with us. There we go. Once all this fighting is done, I've got to fix the factory up again. I'm sure it'll be fine. The Berman workers should return after all of this. Although it's Berman that should be learning from Gasco about peace right now. Yeah. I guess you'll have to rebuild the country without the Kaiser. I plan to do my best to foster a healthy and friendly relationship between Gasco and Berman after this is all over. You'll do fine. I can guarantee that. Thank you, Jin. But I'm sure that I'll need your help. You do a really great job of helping the Berman workers connect with the people in your factory. What's your secret? Secret? Let's see. Well, I've got a Berman best friend, so I just don't let people make excuses. You can be really reliable, can't you? I won't give up either, until the day that our countries can stand by each other's side. These two best friends? Okay. Do they reserve those terms for, like, actual best friends? I think they use the term best friend between May and Chick here. But it feels like whenever we get to level 10 between any two characters, they might throw out that word between those two characters. But maybe this is actually like a relation that's canon or whatever. Jin and Brit's best friends. I can see where they might get along. So where are we actually with the affinity now? We're actually at the very last one, huh? Leave it to Wappa to round things off as the leader. No, wait, we're talking to... right, the same guy. We're... here. On your next visit to Berman, too. Hello, Wappa. Do you think you're in the mood to tell me about your trip in Berman yet? Huh? Alright, I did say I would do that. Why were you in Berman in the first place? Just to let you know, I didn't stow away on an airship or anything, okay? Someone mailed me a letter, and a boarding pass. What? Who did? A stranger who wanted to meet me. A stranger sent you a boarding pass for an airship? Who would want to meet you that much? Well, I never got to meet them anyway. They never showed up to where they said they were gonna be. I don't think anyone would benefit from tricking you. I wonder who they were, and this really is a mysterious thing. It has nothing to do with the rest of the story. It's weird. I've got no clue. Did you just make fun of me? I did notice it, but didn't comment on it, yeah. I wonder who they were. No, wait. Where was it? Who would want to meet you that much? As if no one would want to meet you. Huh? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that you weren't worth deceiving or anything. I just... Oh, was that the point? Anyone would benefit from tricking you. Okay. Like there's no positive side to getting anything out of Wappa. She has nothing to give, I guess. You know, I do think there's no point in tricking me, but that still hurts. I'm sorry. You're right. There is plenty of benefit to tricking you, and deceiving you, and taking advantage of you in general. Since you look all flustered, I'll let you off this time. Thanks. Is 11 AP enough to fill out the rest of the bar? I think it is. As long as we get these right. Someone's plotting something, we know this. Actually, not gonna be enough AP. Not in the slightest. Still can't believe it. We know that. Well, we got pretty close. Keep trying our best. We actually got really close. With like one more AP, with each chance, we would have had it. Not like it matters, it just feels like I'm being led on or something. They're dangling it right in front of me. Oh. Well, let Sox do that, I guess. That's another unlock, I suppose. Unless we already had one for Sox. Actually, who do we have this for already? It feels like they're giving us a new one every time, right? We don't have the golden ones for everyone, but we have like a lot of them unlocked, so I'm pretty sure there's some kind of bad luck protection here. I don't think I've gotten a duplicate yet. Not that I care too much about collecting 100% of this stuff. Just worth noting, I think. Do they not actually have a toilet on the Tyrannus? I know I probably questioned this before. But when the conversation came up between Jin and Jin and Hack, about the airship that they wanted with all the luxurious stuff, the same stuff that they have in the Tyrannus, Hack mentioned wanting a toilet on the airship, which maybe implies that they also have a real toilet on the Tyrannus somewhere, like in one of those hallways that appears during the cutscenes in the background, that we never actually see in this representation of the Tyrannus. I just want to imagine that they do have one because it would be weird without one, if they only had that weird party. Right, we were supposed to be Wappa. And here's our last thing. Right now. Any second now. And our final link event. Wappa, I'm sorry if I said anything that offended you the other day. Oh yeah, it's fine. It was probably my fault, and it's true that there's nothing to be gained from tricking me. That's not true. But do you plan to visit Berman again? I don't know. I'm not sure if the person who wanted to see me is going to contact me again. If you ever do end up going again, would you let me know? I want to apologize for what I said. And I know more about Berman than most people. I can show you around. Oh? Do you mean like whenever? That'd be great. Of course. And even if your contact doesn't show up again, we can go and have fun sightseeing. Really? Nice. Now I can't wait to see if they'll try to contact me again. Oh hey, why don't we just pretend like they did already? Wappa, you're not going to fool me. Just kidding. Well, half kidding. Haha. Never gets boring with you here. And that was it. I think that should be another gear on the title screen. Just to double check, we do have everyone, right? Let's quickly switch over to Brits. Because sometimes you reach level 10 with a character and you didn't actually trigger their link event because you reached level 10 while in the cockpit, but no. We got everyone. Everyone's at level 10 with everyone. With plenty of time left in the episode. I guess Brits is kind of getting shafted here, huh? Because we played as everyone for all of this link event stuff, but not him. I mean, we were talking to him, but I guess what I can do is make him the thumbnail for the episode, just so he can feel included. I mean, we were, like I said, talking to him this entire time. But it just feels like he's still, I don't know, not participating if I don't play as him while doing the talking. So with this remaining time, I guess I might as well look back in on that remaining transmission waypoint. I think there should only be like one more, right? If we did actually finish the conversation with the legendary warrior. We don't even have to do the full loop here, so this should go by pretty quickly. I could just also use hacks right here to make things a little bit faster. Might as well, right? Well, actually, we don't have to worry about that. Actually, I think the animation for using hacks might take a little bit longer too. We do still have to go to the longer part of the loop, which is at the very beginning. Well, I call this longer, but I guess the longest part is doing the battles. It just feels like since I'm in control in the battles, there's still room for me to make things go faster, while here everything is just kind of determined. I have to wait a specific amount of time before I'm given control. Though I suppose that's also true about the battles. Okay, so what's the fastest way we get to a link event? Or a transmission waypoint? I think we can just kind of warp ahead to over here. No, that warps in front of it. Or rather behind it. So yeah, I guess what we do is create a point over here. Just so we don't have to do any battles. Then we splurge a little bit more on a large, long-range cannon. They call it long-range, but we're just attacking right in front of us. Alright. Exit out and continue. This should be the last one. Unless there's like more conversations behind this. Yeah, let's talk to Canal. Another one we might have heard, but I'm pretty sure I don't remember this topic. I heard that you wanted to speak with me. What did you want to talk about? Well, you're always in the capital, right? So I want to learn more about fashion in the big city. Fashion in the big city? That's a surprising request. What about you, Kyle? Well, I asked Kyle about fashion too, but his fashion sense was a bit different from mine, so we're asking together. Okay, that line, I do remember. We got this before. I wasted a lot of time in this episode just repeating these transmission waypoints. A bit rude of her, right? Seriously. If that's the case, I don't think I can be much help. Vanilla often tells me I should try to be more fashionable. I guess you're not exactly a cute type. You're more of a cool type of person. Well, be careful how you word things, okay? No, Chick is right. I do have more slacks in my wardrobe than I do skirts. I remember that line too. Let's see. I think I like the same type of clothes that Kyle would like. I see. Oh, but I think they look really nice on you. Implying they wouldn't look nice on Kyle. Heh, thank you. See? I've got capital city fashion sense too. There you go again. That part of you is super uncool. Ugh. Get along, you two. Okay. So yeah, like the other ones, I'm pretty sure I did exhaust all of her conversations in the original playthrough. But just to be super duper extra sure, because I'm already on this path anyway, we'll go to this next waypoint and just see if there are any more red exclamation marks. And if there are 0 red exclamation points, we can say we absolutely got every single one of them. For sure. And that'll be it. I really wasn't expecting all of these link events and, by extension, these transmission waypoints to last longer than a few episodes, like 2 or 3. I severely underestimated it. Oh, he's still not ready? Seriously, what's up with this guy? I'm sure he's ready by now, right? Honestly, this guy. Just send in Lune. Okay, now he's ready. Well, excuse me. And by the way, I never really noticed it up until like in between episodes a little while ago. There's actually this screen that tells you how the technique is graded. During a lot of episodes where I questioned why I got a certain technique rating, it's actually pretty clearly defined right here. You get a certain amount of points and you have to reach like a certain point threshold per battle, I guess. Alright, the last time we ever have to stop at one of these, I guess. I think. Yep, that's it. The only things remaining are just these random ones that appear without red exclamation points. So confirmed, we've gotten every single transmission waypoint, some of them more than once, because I'm stupid. Alright. Well, that's it for, like, all of that link event stuff. And yeah, all of those are gonna unlock, except for these. I think because I still have time left in the episode, I'm not going to do these, I'll save those for the finale. But what I will do is try to start on some of these memories for the transmission things that we haven't done. Because those are sort of in the same vein as what we have been doing. I think starting with Hex's Memories 1 would be the earliest. Looks like it. So when is this? It looks like the Tyrannus is all green, so this would be during the events of this game. Is that Hex humming? Did he have such a habit in the second game? I don't remember. What is it? This late at night? A transmission? I guess this would be how they met the apparition of Hex that's canonically, maybe debatably canonically, talking to them in the transmission waypoints. I hear something. What is that? It sounds like someone humming. Who would be humming at this time? And this melody? I've heard it before. That's right. This is the Burman national anthem. But why? A voice? It sounds like it heard me. Who is it? I am Hex. Hex? Hex should have vanished in the Soul Cannon after that fight with Cayenne. No. Nothing would be strange for the Tyrannus. Maybe his memory or soul was trapped here? Actually, yeah. What was he the first time around? Like, we defeated Hex in the first game. With what? Was it with the Soul Cannon or something? Because I don't remember how he became the AI that helped us navigate in the second game. But if it was with the soul cannon, knowing what we know now, it's like a matter conversion sort of thing. And then he was converted into something for the Tyrannus. But then he disappeared in the second game too, his AI, after we used him to defeat Cayenne. But then that was using the soul cannon again, so it just got converted again, like recycled. Just like an infinite recycle of the Sky Soul. Like the infinite ammo rocket launcher or something from Metal Gear, except we're just firing Hex over and over again. That's why we keep him around. Turns out the basement for old men was for this old man all along. Hex, Liberman, I, Hex, don't understand. Has he lost his memory? It doesn't seem like he's in perfect condition. I will fight for the children. He seems to remember fighting with us, but his memory is incomplete. Thank you, Hex. Your feelings are more than enough for us. He's gone. Or maybe asleep. But I guess either way, he hasn't disappeared for good. And I'll just leave the matter aside for now. I will fight. With the children. But like alongside us, right? He won't fight with us. Fight with the children could be taken badly, in the wrong context. I mean, he was fighting with the children in the first game, and then in the second game he was fighting with the children. Funny how that works. Hex is humming again. Shouldn't he be dormant right now? Who are you?
Yeah.
Brits. Brits from Berman. Brits. I know that name. Slowly, I am recovering my memories. I fought together with you. I fought against you. As your comrade. As your enemy. I fought. Okay, I guess that might have been like clever use of language actually in the first one. He was talking about both in one, and now he's like talking about them both separately. That's right. The time when you were our enemy is the last thing I want to remember. I had to fight my friends, my comrades, because of who you used to be when you were my enemy. Yeah, Brits does kind of have the most beef with this guy. Well, I mean, everyone has beef with this guy. He started the war. Sort of. He was the reason for the war. But Brits knew him the most. He had the most interaction with him. You mean to say that what I did to you was bad? That's right. Those are the worst memories I have. It doesn't look like the current you understands that. I have to apologize to you. I am truly sorry. You're no longer General Hex from the Burman army, so I accept your apology. We kind of heard this before in like a different place, I don't remember where. But is it right? I mean, it's up to Brits obviously, but accepting an apology from someone that isn't the guy that should be apologizing. But obviously it would be harder to accept an apology if this were still the same guy, the same Hex. That's all he's saying, I guess. It's easier to accept this apology if he's different. He changed in a weird way. A weird roundabout sci-fi way. Though I had already forgiven you after you helped us in our last fight. Thank you. Soon I will be able to reclaim my memories. Fell asleep again, huh? Hopefully you'll be able to speak a bit more when you wake up next time. Actually, I guess it's a good thing that I already said I would decide to make Brits the thumbnail because he's actually getting the most out of these flashbacks here. Oh, and then we have these. John and Lune. Guess we'll save John and Lune for the big finale episode. We'll probably start out the episode going through their memories. then do all of the endings, then all of this stuff, and this stuff, I guess, these are endings too. And then the big extra thing, which is like here in chapter 12. Not these things, but these insane EX things, whatever they are. So yeah, Hex first. This should be his last one, I think. You're awfully chipper today, Hex. Is this just like happening whenever they go into the basement now? The ghost of this old man is just humming next to the soul cannon? Kinda fun.
Yeah.
Finally up again, Hex? I am Hex. You are Brits, are you not? That's right. Your words have gotten clearer too. Looks like you finally fully recovered. Can you tell me about the state you're in? I do not understand myself, but I'm sure I'm not in the core of the Tarascus. That much is certain. Oh, right. Right, we started the second game piloting the Tarascus, because the Tyrannus was on a rampage after being taken over by Jill, which was a really cool plot point, by the way, piloting the enemy's ship from the first game, for like the first half of the game. But that's why Hex was in that. He somehow got put inside that in a way that I don't remember. To answer that question as best as I can right now, I suppose I'm what happens after the soul cannon. What? What does that mean? Yeah, this would have been like a big, huge revelation. We only got this at the very end of chapter 12 from Maestro, with that cutscene that showed us all of the alternate timeline kids and everyone that was killed by the soul cannon. How they were matter converted into some sort of save state or something. But yeah, I guess Brits is learning it here for the first time chronologically. I don't understand either. There are things happening that are beyond my understanding. If that's how it is, then there's nothing else we can figure out. That's right. I had one more question. Why were you humming that Burman nursery rhyme? Wait, that was a nursery rhyme? Thought that was the national anthem. Is it both? I wonder why myself. It's a song from an old memory. Or I guess he was like humming different things each time. It was one of two things my grandmother used to sing to me. That, and an old fairy tale. Fairy tale? A fairy tale about the lost god, Vanorgand. Bringing the Vanorgand back to the Burman Empire was a dream I had ever since I was a boy. But those wide-eyed dreams of mine... Wait. No. This is a mistake. It should be... Hex still talking here. And they even had not just Brits go, lit up here. They also had his voice line play. Just like a, very deeply rooted in sort of typo here, but it doesn't matter. But those wide-eyed dreams of mine would bring so much destruction to both Gasco and Burman. Or wait, maybe this typo is on the other end. That the text here is actually maybe translated incorrectly or just written incorrectly from the original perspective. Just that Brits should be saying this line, but it should be that, but those wide-eyed dreams of yours. That actually seems more likely to me. I apologize again for committing this unforgivable crime. What's lost is lost, even if you apologize. That's right. But you having returned to the Tyrannus like this must have some kind of meaning. I hope you'll help us in our battles. Understood. I'm not sure what I can do, but I will do all that I can to atone for my sins. Thank you, and welcome back, Hex. Well, he helped out a lot in the advanced simulator, his huge attack that goes through all the armor. Okay, and yeah, John and Lune for next time. That would be Lune 2 and Lune 3, and John 2 and John 3. And I guess the parallel to that would have been Jill, who we did in the main story. So yeah, I'm calling it. Next episode is the finale episode. And I guess for that we might as well park ourselves right over here. The place we parked ourselves at most whenever we were doing these link events. Kind of became our base of operations, so to speak. Just kind of floating here in the sky. As we prepare for the final episode, it's going to take one last look out over the Tyrannus right on top over here. And wonder what the future holds. Because I think we'll probably get a bit of an inkling as to what happens to all of these kids in the future with the stuff that we do in the next episode. I just can't wait to find out. But I will. Now would be a good time to take a break.